Forgot to mention in the upcoming box opening thing that we're also opening this box on Mikey's channel.
Oh, yeah. So go
Me and Mikey. Link down below.
Yes. Prof Mikey. Check it out down
go watch
below.
It. After this video.
Yeah, check this video first.
See that? See that?
Oh.
Night March is back. Booster box of... What is this, Mikey?
It's Lost Thunder.
Oh, there's Mikey. Mikey.
What's up, guys?
So, I know nothing about this set because, again, as I always say every set, I don't like to actually look at spoilers of sets to know what's in them. I'd rather be kind of surprised, even though it's really hard to... Okay, so Night March is back, all right?
It's Lost March, sir. Lost March.
Is it just as annoying as Night March?
It could be.
Will be?
It could. It will be.
Which way are the codes on this?
I have the slightest clue. Peek under.
It's this way.
Okay.
That's the way the code is. Think anyone's going to steal that?
Oh, definitely.
Don't steal the code. I'm just kidding.
It's gone.
I'm doing it. I'm slow rolling this whole thing. Okay, so I want to find a Night March.
All right, do it.
We'll go over obviously all the ultra rares and stuffs with you, but there's Night March back. Hold on, I'm looking for something that says
Lost
we
March
are going to make your opponent hate themselves. Okay.
All right, read this.
Mountain Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you want me to read a paragraph in front of
Do
people? Drumbeak has Mountain Pass. Once during your turn before you attack, if this Pokemon is in your hand, you may reveal it. If you do, look at the top card of your opponent's deck and put this Pokemon in the Lost Zone. I already don't like where this is going. If that card is a supporter card, you may put it into the Lost Zone. If your opponent has no cards in their deck, you can't use this ability. The power is Night March.
Yep.
I'm calling it Night March.
It's Lost March, but it's okay. It's all good.
All right, so there's part one of the is this one also?
I don't know if it...
Is this like out of focus?
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
I don't think it... Nope, it doesn't do anything with the...
All right, I'm just looking. Okay, anyways.
Nope.
Naganadel. Mikey, do you want to go ahead and tell people? Here, I'll open another pack. You tell them why.
Open the rest of this.
I am so not happy. Is this in the proper way?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all good now.
Why I am having, like, nightmares about Night March right now. You have an ultra rare in here, by the way. I'll go really slow.
Do it really slow.
What's the new ability about the Lost Zone coming back?
So, the new ability is... The attack is called Lost March, and it does 20 times the number of Pokemon in your Lost Zone.
Remember, a lot of people don't remember what a Lost Zone is.
So Lost Zone is actually... So you saw it a little bit with the Prism cards, but the Lost Zone...
What the...
Ooh, look at that beautiful card, and it's actually really good.
All right, Lolan.
Let's check it out.
Ninetales GX. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, buddy. All right, so it has... Do you want to do this one? Do you want to read it?
No, you can read it.
All right, Mysterious Guidance. I'm going to hold it down here so I can actually read the card. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 item cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. That's actually really good.
Right.
Snowy Wind 4-2 does 70. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. That's always good. Sublimination for, well, the same attack. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an Ultra Beast, it is knocked out.
Bye, Buzzwald. Bye, Stack Attacker. Bye, Naganadel. Let's get a sleeve for this.
There you go. All right, keep going. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
All right.
I know that a lot of people don't remember what Lost Zone even is.
So a Lost Zone is basically removed from game. All right, so it is not in your discard pile. You won't be able to use those cards the rest of the game.
It is a new zone.
Right. And so putting cards in there gave some cards boosts, and in this set, they're bringing it back. Like, that's not the right Spinarak.
Yeah.
Right? Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Like, for example, this. Spinarak. I know we're taking forever to actually explain what this is.
It's all good.
All right. Spider Scram. For 1, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed and poisoned. Put this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into the Lost Zone.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Never coming back.
Oh, that's actually really cool. That's the evolution, Ariados.
All right, we'll read Ariados. Trapping Thread. For 1 DCE does 30. Whenever your opponent plays an item or supporter card from their hand during their next turn, prevent all effects of that card done to the defending Pokemon. Oh, that's kind of cool. Read to the defending Pokemon.
Right.
Poison Jab for 1 DCE and 1 does 70. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. You know what? You're never going to get here. You're just going to Lost Zone it and just Night March
Right.
over everybody.
Ooh, that's a pretty card.
I don't know what a lot of his trainers do. I'm gonna read. Ooh, some mean. You can play this card only if your opponent has exactly... Oh, they're still doing that, huh?
It's because
3 prize card remaining.
Yeah.
Prevent all damage done to your Ultra Beasts by attack during your opponent's next turn.
Yeah, Lusamine was one of the Ultra Beast trainers, so definitely she would do something with the prizes.
I don't know what I did with the other rare. I have no idea. My stacks are all messed up.
No, you're good. Right?
Whatever. Okay, so
look,
Lost Zone.
Here's a rare, and here's a rare.
I thought there was another pack I opened.
I thought this is...
Yeah. Oh, that's a green code. Toxapex was the rare. All right, the Lost Zone is basically, it's a new zone. It's the super ultra out of play zone.
Right. It's a revisit to this zone. It's not a new zone.
Well, I'm saying it's a new zone to a lot of people.
Right.
Because it's, I'm going to try to get rid of this code. I need some of the codes online. I still play online. Anyways, Night March, for those of you that do not remember. Woof. Woof. I can't even talk about it, Mikey.
So Night March did 20 damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile.
That had Night March ability.
That had the Night March ability. The Night March attack, which was super... Oh, that's super adorable.
Professor Elm's lecture. We can't get a sentence out, so that's okay.
Oh my gosh, we just can't speak.
Look how beautiful it is.
That is gorgeous.
Search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon with 60 HP or less. You just can get Magikarp, naturally. Reveal them, put them into your hand. Your opponent then concedes the game. Because that... I mean, when you get 3 Magikarps, what are you going to do?
It's done.
It's done.
Deal.
Game's over. Okay, anyways, yeah, Night March. The attack did 20 times whatever... Oh, so that was green. For each one you had in your discard pile that had the Night March ability, attack, whatever you want to call it. There we go, I got it. And this is basically a new one, where it's kind of a new Night March. Where what's one of the cards that's... What should I be looking for that actually has the attack?
What? It's Jumpluff.
Jumpluff?
Jumpluff has it, and I think there's another one that has it.
They're all called the same attack, right?
Yeah, it's called Lost March.
So it's called I need to find something just called Lost March. I'm going to keep looking for something called Lost March.
Right.
You can have the codes, some of the codes. Are you Googling it?
I am Googling.
Why don't we just find something that says Lost March? I'm going to look for something that says Lost March. You can just keep rambling about stuff. There's B March.
B March.
Search your deck for up to 3 copies and put them into your bench. Woohoo!
Oh my.
Not nearly as good.
Counter game. What's counter game?
I don't know. I haven't even went over that stuff yet. Thunder Mountain.
Ooh.
What?
That is pretty.
That is. Here, you know what? I'll put these over here. So if there's anything that you want, I guess we should have read that because it is a prism.
Right.
All right, go ahead and explain that one.
All right. It says the attacks of electric Pokemon, both yours or your opponent's, cost electric less. Nice. That is really, really cool. Whenever any player plays a item or supporter card from their hand, prevent all effects of that card done to the stadium. That is crazy.
No, what's crazy is look at the art of that Ho-Oh.
Oh, that Ho-Oh is beautiful.
Look how sweet. Look
Rainbow Word.
That looks so sick. It's gonna get blurry. It's gonna get blurry. It's gonna get blurry. It's gonna get blurry. All right, whatever. You can read over the trainers. Anyone you think is good.
I'm gonna check them out.
We'll read to the fine people while I look for something called Night March.
Lost March.
Oh man.
Your opponent attacks.
So my question is this, Mikey:
What?
How many more sets do we have to deal with it being a thing? Because you
know.
can't get it all from one set, right?
They're gonna break it up in a couple seconds.
Yeah, there's no way you can get it all from one set.
I'm super excited about that. Like,
Even though I know Night March was hinging upon like 1 or 2 really important ones that they actually used for most of like the attacking. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But
yeah, that is like Lost March. Well, not just Lost March, but the Lost Zone in general has gained a lot of traction, and I can see it happening for a couple more sets. So
I'm gonna put that over there. I guess I'll put that over there. You're gonna Morty as well. Dustox. We're on a dry spell.
all right, the Pokemon this card is attached to takes 30 less damage from attacks from your opponent's GX and EX Pokemon. Nice. I can.
That sounds oddly familiar.
Yes, I can hang with that card. And let's check out this Morty. You can play this card only if one of your Psychic Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's next turn. I mean, your opponent's last turn.
During your opponent's next turn.
Woo! Rip. Your opponent reveals their hands Choose 2 cards you find there. Your opponent shuffles those cards into their deck.
Wait, is the wording really 2 cards you find there? Is that actually how it's worded?
2 cards you
find there.
Yep.
Wow, that's so weird. That seems kind of like a redundant. I mean, I don't know. I don't know English very well. But whatever.
I English bad also, so it's okay.
I'm not good.
What does Commanding Queen do?
Commanding Queen, I can speak. If you have 4 or fewer grass Pokemon on your bench, this attack does nothing.
Oh, that's why you have to put all those combis on your bench.
Yeah. I don't know which ones you've had yet so far.
Yeah.
Have I missed? I had to have missed
No.
a card, right?
Search your deck for a fairy energy. I don't know. Maybe.
Like, it can't be that
attach
rare.
it to one of your Pokemon. Okay. That's not too bad.
The ability is for each card in the Lost Zone, right? It's not going to be each card that has the ability in your Lost Zone. Each Pokemon.
In your Lost Zone, I believe.
Ooh, I'm going to have to find... Ooh, Adventure Bag, Choice Helm, Shedinja. I'm just going to keep looking. I don't know. We have to find one, right?
Yes. Search your deck for up to 2 Pokemon tool cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck.
The Adventure Bag. Ah!
Oh, no.
Tapu Fini. We went right to the end. You like that magic trick? Wow. The cards are
Tapu
gone.
Fini.
It does not have the ability.
Wait, did you just leave those cards all just...
I literally just flung them across.
Bye cards.
I'm getting, like, shaky here from, like, flashbacks of,
Night March.
Yep. Yep. You know how sad I was when... Okay, so when that was in Standard, obviously it was everywhere, right? It's the Tier 1 deck. When it rotated from Standard, obviously the whole world took a sigh of relief. Except for those of us expanded players, because even though it wasn't expanded, it wasn't as popular, right? And then all of a sudden, the people who were playing it in Standard didn't want to give up the deck. So they just switched it to expanded and started rolling over all of our faces with it. It was so unfair.
And then it just ruled expanded forever.
Yeah, because it was a standard deck. You didn't have to change any cards.
Right.
And it was just good to go. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. I'm going to be complaining about this for quite a while. Ooh,
it might just be
Jump
Off that has Lost March.
Just Jump Off?
Maybe. Ooh, this Shuckle. So when I judged at Worlds, this Shuckle completely shreked me with Rayquaza. It has Fresh Squeeze. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards and discard them. Then shuffle your deck. And then Rayquaza, when you put it down from your hand and set it onto the bench, you discard the top 3 cards and then get an energy from the discard pile and then attach it to a Rayquaza. It is ridiculous. Oh my gosh.
Through some stuff, but you still have a Prism.
Oh, we have a Life Force.
Is that 3 Prism Stars so far?
That is 3 Prism Stars. All right, let's look at this.
I'm just throwing any of that stuff and trainers at you. So good luck getting caught up, buddy.
I like the stadiums. Once during each player's turn, that player may heal 60 damage and remove all special conditions from one of their grass Pokemon. Whenever any player plays an... Ooh,
look
Lugia.
how beautiful Lugia looks.
Oh my gosh. We'll pause this and you can read that.
Read Lugia?
Read Lugia.
So many...
It's beautiful.
So many DCEs. All right, 1.5 DCE does 30 plus. This attack does 30 more damage times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. We've seen that ability a few times.
Right.
And this one takes 2 DCE for 170. That's not bad. This is a Pokemon... Oh, okay, I can't use the attack turn. We've seen that.
Definitely.
Can't use the attack again the next turn. So this is just like a hybrid of like all of the powerful like EXs back in the day. Right.
And then...
Lost Purge. 1.5.
Something about Lost Zone, right?
Ooh, that said Lost. Put your opponent's active Pokemon and all cards attached to it into the Lost Zone. Wow, so it's just gone. Lugia is insane.
Does that count as not... That doesn't count as not getting it out.
Well, it just vanishes to the
Lost Zone, which is legit.
Just gone.
I approve.
Lugia's insane, but I like the fact it's amending. Like his 2 abilities were like the 2 main abilities. Oh, this is just a. Oh.
That's all we have.
We have penny sleeves.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. I can go here. Anyways, continue on.
That's all. Continue on with this one.
With that one.
Whenever any player plays an item or a supporter card from their hand. Prevent all effects of that card done to this stadium card. That is good. That is really nice. I like it.
I don't see Fluffy Pillow, by the way. What's this? Marip's ability called Fluffy Pillow. Once during your turn, if there's a Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may leave your opponent's active Pokemon asleep. Aww.
Oh, that's adorable.
That is adorable. Look at
Go to sleep.
Marip. You go sleepy time. I don't know if I've given you a mixture. Flaffy.
Alright.
Electabuzz. Unknown.
Oh,
Unknown.
Oh, read those. Oh my god.
Once during your attack once during your turn before I can ask English, remember?
Mm-hmm.
If this Pokemon is your active Pokemon and your opponent has 12 or more supporter cards in the Lost Zone, you may use this ability. If you do, win the game. Unknowns are always very tricky.
Right.
So again, once during your turn, I think it is hilarious. It says once during your turn you can win the game. You can't win the game twice during your turn, everyone. Just once during your turn. All right, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, and if your opponent has 12 or more supporter cards in the Lost Zone, you may use this ability. Win the game.
Yep, you're just like, I win. Missing, I win.
I think it's hilarious. It says one time during your turn, you may win the game.
Yeah.
You may not win the game any times more than one.
Nope.
Only once, exactly once. You can't even win the game 0 times if you use that ability. You must win the game. Well, I'm sorry, I'll shut up.
Oh my gosh, you're ridiculous. Mixed herbs. You may play 2 mixed herb cards at once. If you play 1, remove special condition from your active Pokemon. If you play 2, heal 90 damage and remove all special conditions from your active Pokemon. Nice.
I like the play 1, play 2s.
I do too. It's really, really nice. They
boom and boom.
They make life interesting.
They do. Definitely. All right, we are very shy on GXs.
We pulled 3 Prism Stars though.
3, yeah, and the full art trainer is pretty sweet, but we are more than halfway through this box. It owes us.
It does.
Continuous headbutt. I love that. Flip a coin to get tails to 20 dimes for each heads.
Be much.
Were you going to read another one? I'm sorry.
I
buddy.
was going to, but
You
sorry,
go for it.
You're almost to the rare, so
Oh,
we might as
okay.
well just wait.
You already have Fairy Charm. Ooh, Scizor. And that's a beautiful fly. Go for it, buddy. Go for it.
All right, we have Aether Foundation employee. Put 3 Pokemon that have Alolan in their names from your discard pile into your hand. Whew, that's beautiful.
That's a lot of options. I still don't
Pineco.
see. Oh,
No, I was going to...
You good?
You're good.
You're just going to do it every time?
You were going to talk.
Get lost. Put 2 cards from your opponent's discard pile in the Lost Zone.
Nice. 2 supporters.
Yeah.
And then you can say, I win.
That's crazy.
I'm the winner.
I mean, that is actually hilarious because, like, if you think about it, so you have to do this 6 times, right? With supporters. Basically, this card is saying, for 1 half of a DCE, take a prize card. Because once you get to the 6th time of doing it, if they have supporters, you win.
For
It's
sure.
kind, it doesn't exactly say that, but it's kind of. Yeah.
Is that a reprint? Does that
What?
let you go get a fairy Pokemon?
This one?
Yeah.
No, the Effect Spore?
Yeah.
No, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon and is damaged by a Pokemon's attack, then they're put asleep.
Alright.
So it is not the same. Whoa!
Oh my gosh.
What?
Ooh,
What?
that is so
It's
beautiful.
about time Mimikyu got some love.
That is gorgeous.
I know we had the Mimikyu box, but this is
Right.
about time Mimikyu got some love. Oh, look at how awesome that is. It's got Pac-Man on the bottom and Pikachu on top. Doesn't it look kind of like that? All right. 170 HP basic Mimikyu. For 1, your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. For 1.5 of a DCE, let's snuggle and fall. That is a great
Let's snuggle and fall.
name. You know what? I'm going to put this up here and read it on the TV. It's Mimikyu. You deserve some airtime, buddy. Come on. Come on. Let's snuggle and fall. 10 plus. This attack does 30 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. Oh, it's like we've seen that before.
For sure.
And Dream Fear for 1. Choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Your opponent shuffles that Pokemon and all cards attached to it into their deck. Let's snuggle and fall.
Bye, Felicia.
That is beautiful.
Hug and then leave.
Yep. You get out of here.
All right.
You go ahead.
We have Whitney. Draw a card Then draw 2 cards for each other Whitney in your discard pile. All right. Let's see.
Do you have Lost Blood? I don't think you have Lost Blood. Or Custom Catcher.
Ooh.
Custom Catcher. Here you go, buddy.
Custom.
You can have that. And what's your Espion? Allure. Draw 3 cards.
I'm going to flip these this way. There we go. That way. I'll just remove them.
Mikey, are you opening the box on this channel, or do you want to open it on your channel? The other box, one you have.
We can open it. That's fine. We can open it on my channel.
Oh, we really should have told people at the beginning then to go over to your... Oof, how do we do... we should figure out if you're getting more product. And then we should have planned that better.
Right, we should have.
I like talking about stuff like this, like, during video.
Right. You know what? We can probably
I think you have more,
we can probably do a little intro.
Wait, we need a little intro.
little
On this one?
Yeah.
Oh, we could.
Oh my gosh.
Ditto.
This is so cool.
Ditto.
Read it.
The almighty evolution.
Oh, for sure. It is.
All right, come on. Come on. Look at that Ditto's face.
He's so beautiful.
Is that Misty's Ditto? Once during your turn, I love that face. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may put any stage 1 card from your hand onto this Pokemon to evolve it. You can't use this ability during your first turn or the turn this Pokemon is put into play. It's anything.
It's
any
basic
thing. So yeah. Ditto is actually doing Ditto's job.
For real.
Like, legitimately doing Ditto's job. That's actually, like, crazy, dude.
That's why it's a Prism Star and you only can play one of them.
I know, but that is actually crazy. Huh.
I love it so much.
What?
And then Meganium, read that one.
Oh my god, that's so many words, Mikey. You know I can't do English. Oh, look at that Solar Beam. Woo, that Solar Beam down there. Quick Ripening Herb. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may use this ability. Choose one of your basic Pokemon in play. If you have a Stage 2 card in your hand that evolves from that Pokemon... Really? 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 Put the card in the base Pokemon to evolve it. You can use this ability during your first turn or on a Pokemon that's put into play this turn. Well, that sounds oddly familiar.
Yeah.
Oddly familiar, and also what was not game-breaking back then, but actually allowed the first-time Stage 2s to be played. Do you remember? Because Stage 2s were just two...
It was what's his name? Trainer? Pokemon Breeder.
Yeah, like... Yeah. That's... Man, they're meshing a lot of good old abilities together.
Right. I liked it.
Except for Night March. Don't do that again. Other than that, I'm happy. I guess we could do an intro. We could do an intro, Mikey, and just be like, you know what? We're also opening a box over on Mikey's channel.
We can.
Then we could release the boxes at the same time.
That?
That's a Faba.
That's a Fab. Ooh,
what? There's a Sightseer. There's so many trainers. That's a Delibird. We don't care about that. That's nothing. I'm surprised I didn't have.
All right, Sightseer. You may discard any number of cards from your hand, then draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. If you cannot draw any cards, if you cannot draw any cards this way, you cannot play this card.
Told you English is hard,
okay.
Chinchou.
Faba. Choose a Pokemon tool or special energy card attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon, and or any stadium card in play, and then put it in the Lost Zone. Okay.
I think you already have this.
I do have that one.
Okay, I'm giving it to you anyway. Toucannon back.
What does he do?
Nothing special.
Nothing special.
Burns your opponent. It's rare to have burn.
No, Toucannon had burn before.
No, I'm saying it's rare just to have burn.
Right?
Now.
Yeah, it is. But the other Toucannon card burnt too, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah,
this bird is just randomly burning things.
things.
Search your deck for a basic grass Pokemon or a grasp energy card, and reveal it and put it in your hand. Then shuffle your deck. That's a netball. Pokemon.
I love the way you say it. Like, that's a netball.
Ooh, wait and see hammer. That sounds interesting.
That's a sweet name, isn't it?
I'm gonna wait and see what you pull.
Nothing.
Crunch.
Crunch.
All right, wait and see. You can use this card only if you go second, and only on your first turn. Oh my god!
Wow, that is some stipulations there. You can use this card only if you go second, only on your first turn.
Discard an energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon.
What the?
I don't. Is that worth playing 4 copies on that? of card to put it in your deck.
Okay, are all the other hammers in still? Have any of them bounced out?
Yes. But I don't know if Crushing Hammer is still in. I know Enhanced Hammer is still in. But I think Crushing Hammer is still in too. And those are all you need.
Now, exactly. You don't even need 8 of those.
Wait and see hammer.
No, I'm saying, like, okay, if you did 4, 4, and 4 just for giggles, then you're a super annoying opponent.
I guess.
That's for sure.
That's like super troll.
But we've also lost, oh my god, what was it that discarded special energy when it hit? Was it Aerodactyl? Wasn't it like Sonic Attack or something? Didn't that also discard a special energy whenever it hit?
Maybe.
Oh, I can't remember.
I don't remember random cards.
What did Aerodactyl do?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh no, I'm trying to think.
Anyways, that's long gone.
Hunt.
I would have ran that, 4 copies of that, if I was still running Aerodactyl, Enhanced, and Crushing Hammer, just because. Why not, lol? That's what I... Anyways, go ahead.
Ooh.
What? That's a half of a DCE right there, it looks like.
It does look like that. I will read that.
Oh my gosh, you...
I've read that one already.
Oh, okay.
So we're good. I'm going to read Memory Energy. This card provides colorless energy. The Pokemon this card is attached to can use any attacks from its previous evolutions. You can... Oh, you still need the necessary energy to use those attacks. Alright, that is cool.
It's also kind of a throwback.
It is a throwback because that's been played a couple times. We have Spell Tag. When the second Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from your opponent's Pokemon, put 4 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. Nice. Oh, there's already a...
We have had so many fairy charms. So many of those.
Larvitar.
Chandelure.
Ooh, Chandelure.
No, this one doesn't. Nope.
Nope.
Like,
We have not got a Jump Luff yet.
no.
Oh my gosh, is Jump Luff...
Is it rare? Hollow rare?
I believe it's a hollow rare, but it's going to be an expensive card then.
Yeah.
We already read that. I read that one.
Here's an Eevee.
Oh, Eevee. There's Espeons and Umbreons in this set too.
There's also an ultra rare in this pack.
Ooh, look at it. It's pretty.
All right. Do you want to wait or do you want to go?
No, you're good. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see. Yeah. Mountain Munch.
Yeah, the discard and Durant.
No, wait. It's a...
Yeah, Durant's back to milling.
Yay.
Durant mill. Whew, that was a throwback.
Is that 2 colorless? Yes.
Yeah, it's a DCE.
That's a DCE.
It's not. You may discard any. It's actually not bad because discarding any stadium in play as well is a backup. It's not bad.
I might actually try to build mill again.
80's super low, but
yeah,
that's not bad. Yeah, Durant mill was hilarious. You already had Whitney, right?
Yep, has done that already.
Yeah, with spell tag.
That too. Yep, I just did that one.
I haven't paying attention. What?
This pack makes me happy.
All right, you can read the Xerneas. I'll read whatever's here. What? What?
It's a Blacephalon.
Blacephalon. It's Dots candy.
It's
Dots
mixed with a cake pop.
That's Dots, man. Dots. You remember Dots?
Dots candy.
Do you remember the stuff that came on like
the paper? That's the Dots candy.
Yeah, and every time you try to eat it, you were forced to eat paper.
Yes.
Yeah, you had no choice but to eat paper with your candy.
So you ate candy and you got your fiber.
Yeah.
You got they
all
had
right.
it planned out.
This is Candy Fibered Man. Candy Fiber Man. All right, I'm going to try to get that to stick. Bursting Burn for 1. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned and confused. Well, that's kind of funny. So that's really good.
Right.
It's basic, too. Ultra Beast. Mind Blown. Yeah, my mind was just blown by the fact that it's got burn and confused. For 2, it does 50 times. Woo. Put any amount of fire energy attached to your Pokemon... What? Put any amount of fire energy attached to your Pokemon in the Lost Zone. This attack does 50 damage for each card put in the Lost Zone this way. Put any amount of fire energy attached to your Pokemon in the Lost Zone.
Yeah, so any of your Pokemon in play.
That's weird ability.
So you can keep that 2 fire attached to him.
Just think of how weird of an ability that is. It's weird. Anyways.
There was a Magnet Zone that did a similar attack. You played Magnet Zone Yamega.
Weird. All right, Burst GX for 1. Discard one of your prize cards. If it's an energy card, attach it to one of your Pokemon. What?
Read that again?
Discard one of your prize cards. If it's an energy card, attach it to one of your Pokemon.
Okay.
What am I missing?
All right. Nope.
What am I missing?
You just have one prize. You have one less prize. So you technically took a prize, but you just put it in a discard pile and not drew it.
Discard one of your prize cards.
Whoop.
For the energy card, attach it to it. That's
I don't
so
know.
weird.
I don't
so
know.
weird. I get what it's doing, but that's
why-
so weird.
That's why it's a fiber dot.
That's
Fiber
exactly.
dots.
It's
It's confusing. Like,
it seems to make sense at first.
it's
until
sweet, and then you're like, am I supposed to eat this paper too? That's attached to it.
How much
You don't
paper
know.
can I eat before it becomes bad?
All right. And we have a Xerneas Prism Star with the Path of Life. Once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from your bench and to become your active Pokemon, you may move any number of energy from your other Pokemon to this. Nice. Bright Horn for 160 for 3 Fairy. This Pokemon cannot use Bright Horn during your next turn. All right, not too bad.
What? You can only use this attack if you go second and only on your first turn. Your opponent's active Pokemon's now paralyzed.
You see that, and you see, and that's not bad though. Like, because you can evolve that. But this card,
No, I know, but
once you have that card is dead card.
it's
after.
so specific though. Of like, you can only use it on your first
There's
turn
a
if you
couple
go
cards
second.
that already
Like,
done that. But that is just crazy though. Like that trainer, that wait and see hammer.
that's so weird. That's our second, I think, reverse hollow.
Maybe third.
Yeah. Umbreon. There you go, buddy. There you go.
I actually really like. I've already scouted off the Umbreon SPF, obviously.
Duh.
He has Retaliate, which is really cool. For Dark, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from your opponent's attacks during last turn, this attack does 90 more. So it does 30 plus 90 more. And I love it. So happy. And then Dark Cutter for 60 for Dark and a colorless. So I'm going to try and get that to work for sure.
You already have a netball, right?
I do have a netball.
Primarina and
Ooh, that is pretty. And do you remember us complaining about our pools? Do you see this? This box is busted.
Woo! 2 Lugias. You can never go wrong with
Not
that.
at all.
Oh, that's... You know, I like the art of this one better, though.
He just
I
looks
really
like,
do.
he's like, come at me, bro.
They just look so...
He's
I like
just-
this art better.
He's like, come at me. I like that one.
2 Lugias in one box is
It's-
always insane.
It's good. It's really good.
I can't ever remember a time you're unhappy opening a Lugia.
Oh, not at all.
So that's 2 full arts, 3 regular, and 1 wild card. It's not bad. That might be the end of it. And then 5. We have 5 Prism Stars.
That's why I said the box is crazy.
How do you get
But
5
guess
Prism
what we
Stars?
haven't pulled? We haven't pulled a jump left.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy because that's what I've wanted to pull.
Oh, we got a Skiploom. Read the Skiploom.
Oh, Skiploom being red. Floral Path to the Sky. Once during your turn before you attack, you may search your deck for Jumpluff. There it is. Put this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into the Lost Zone. And put that Jumpluff in its place, then shuffle your deck. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's good. I mean, not good. It... You know what I mean.
He's not good. Tossed to the side.
It's... No, it's putting it in its place is pretty insane. Active,
Right.
active, and bah, gotcha.
Yeah. Lost Blender. Put 2 cards from your hand into the Lost Zone. If you do, draw a card. All right.
Put 2 cards into the Lost Zone.
Yep.
Draw a card. That's weird. Just don't put any supporters in there.
Because your opponent's going to be like, missing.
Once during my turn, I would like to win the game,
I would
please.
like to win the game.
Not twice, one. How many of these do we get?
Way too many. We have
Get
that already.
mixed herbs. Flaffy. Carbink.
Yeah,
And Lantern.
We both said it the exact same way.
You have to say Lantern.
Oh my
anyway.
gosh. You can play 2 of these just like that. You may play 2 custom catchers cards one out.
English, man.
English,
I tell you.
I told
English.
you,
It's
right?
not easy.
You may play 2 custom catcher cards at once. If you play 1 card, draw cards until you have 3 cards in your hand. If you play 2, switch your opponent's active Pokemon. Switch your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm going with that's insane.
So you can draw cards, or you can just be like,
No, this is a great way of doing the original Pokemon catcher.
Yeah.
Because original Pokemon Catcher just switched, no flipping, right?
It was broken.
It was broken. So this is a great balance to it. Flipping of having a 50% chance of doing nothing sucks, right? When you miss that and it just whiffs, dead card. This, at least, if you have it, it gives you an ability of, all right, you can draw, or you know what, you play 2. Yeah, 1's kind of a dead card, you know what I mean? But you will get the effect. That is the perfect way of doing Pokemon Catcher, in my opinion. Because you have a backup ability to be used, or you can use 2 and guaranteed to go off. Props for doing that correctly, in my opinion. What is this? When you place Pokemon from hand, involve yours, you may search your deck for 2 item cards. Well, there you go. Bam.
So you can get your free catcher right there.
That's a great way of doing catcher. I am actually quite impressed with that, not gonna lie.
I like it.
I don't think it's gonna be nearly as good as catcher was,
Right.
but still, electro power. Here you go. But yeah, that's good. Naganadel. I was just seeing what it did. It's like, is it gonna put stuff in the Lost Zone for me or not?
Nope. During this turn, your electric Pokemon's attack do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. All right. Not bad. Not bad.
Last pack. Anything else to read, Mikey?
That's it. I read all the trainers.
Oof. All right. Lost March. This attack does 20 damage for each of your Pokemon, except Prism Star Pokemon in the Lost Zone.
There you go. We have Natsu that has Lost March.
Wait a second. This is a common. We had to have had more of them.
We probably had more.
There's no way.
How did we miss it?
How do I miss it?
I don't know.
This attack does 20 damage for each of your Pokemon, except Prism Star Pokemon in the Lost Zone. Is it the other one the same? Yeah, it's got to be. It's the Lost March.
It's all the same. Lost March.
There it is. Takes 1 DCE to obliterate your opponent. We had.
I have no. There's no Natsus in this one.
That's all that's left right there. Is this really like a 1 per box thing?
Oh my gosh.
Wait. No,
Nope, you got Zatu.
No, that's Zatu. I was like, wait a second. Your mask. I'm like, now I'm thinking. Wait, Giraffe Rig. Put 2 cards from your opponent's discard pile into the Lost Zone.
We already read. Oh, here's one.
All right. Okay.
So we got 2.
Guarantee people are
2.
Like, oh,
we got 2 Lost Marches.
You idiot! You went past that forever ago.
Right. That's what we.
Whoever said that, I like it. There you go. I like being called out on that. Custom catcher again. Well, Night March is back.
Night March is back. Also, if you guys want to see more booster box openings,
link in the description.
Link in the description below. Check out Prof Mikey. Thank ya.
We'll be there.